All right, we got senior wide receiver Justin McGriff. You guys can go ahead and ask Justin questions.
Justin, Jacob Nielsen, KSL.com. You've been a guy that the coaching staff has been really pleased with throughout fall camp and stuff. How do you feel like you've done in these recent practices this week, and how are you feeling just about your skill set and ability going into your senior season?
Man, just I feel the same way I've been feeling, man. Just staying down, working towards it, toward what I want. Last few practices, we've been throwing the ball, we've been game planning and stuff like that. So it ain't been too much really like crazy stuff going on like competition wise. But like these last few practices, I like how the offensive stuff been rolling. I like how we've been rolling and throwing the ball and stuff. So I feel like my skill set going into this game gonna be smooth. Everything will be smooth.
Hey, Justin, Eric Franson with 106.9 The Fan. Coach earlier talked about how probably that wide receiver room had the most changeover of any position group from last year to this year, but highlighted you as a leader with the experience coming back, but also integrating a lot of these new guys. How do you feel like that group is coming together with the wide receivers at Utah State coming into the start of the season?
I feel like everybody coming along, man. Like I said before, everybody's able to make a big play. Everybody's capable of taking anything and turning it into something. So, B. Cobb, Zig, Terrell, Nana, everybody, Cobb and Lauren, everybody's been coming along. I feel everybody getting more acclimated into the system, the splits and stuff like that. So, I feel like everybody getting more comfortable. So, I feel like the whole room in general has just made a big push.
Justin, just as a follow-up, you're going up against a team that has had a lot of changes this year compared to last year. How tough is it as an offense to try to scout what they might do on defense?
I mean, it's kind of tough, kind of trying to game plan and see what defense you're going to see, different coverages, the looks, personnel, stuff like that. But, our offense is built off of reaction, and, an option. So, we're just going to go out there, and just react and see, have a good game at that point. There's not really too much you can really do, especially with all the change they have.
Justin, kind of a follow-up to Eric's first question. Just with all the turnover, is just in the wide receiver group and in team meetings and stuff, is the vibe different with having Brian and Nine and all these guys? Nine was there last year, but all these guys coming in, or is it kind of the same thing? And how have you kind of, as the leader that you have become, how have you been able to keep the standard of expectations and cultures and whatnot?
Man, it's still kind of the same. We all still have that same brotherhood. Obviously it's different guys in the seats, but the brotherhood of the receiver room is always going to be the same. The expectation of going hard every day. I feel like Coach Cephalo do a good job of implementing that, and us older guys going out by example and showing the younger guys how it's supposed to be done and stuff like that. So man, honestly, I feel like we all bonded and gel really well. There's no real just deficiency in the room. Everybody loves everybody in the room. We all love to work. We love work. We love working hard. So, that's kind of really it, man. Just a bunch of guys working hard trying to achieve the same goal.
Can I ask you about your buddy, Devin Tompkins? Have you been keeping up with DT? Obviously, he's down in your hometown trying to make the Bucs roster. What are your thoughts on him and what he's been doing?
Hey, man, of course, we be keeping in contact, but, he in camp as well, so, try to take just less stress off him. But, man, he's doing everything, he expected what I expected, everybody in Logan expected. So, I just hope he continues to keep doing what he's doing, continue to make great plays. D-Wright as well out there in Carolina, they're, holding the standard for the room. So, that's just setting the standard for the rest of the guys following up.
Just to ask you one more thing. Just speaking of standards and expectations, obviously for the room, but for the team as a whole, just coming off of a conference championship team and now coming back for a new year, just what do you want this team to be defined as you guys start the season, and what do you hope to bring to the table this year as a whole, not just the wide receiver group?
Man, just playing hard, man, and finishing. That's been our biggest thing. That's been the biggest thing that's been working for this family, is just going hard every day, finishing, executing, doing your job. That's literally all we do. Taking care of one another. So when anybody come to Utah State, the first thing I want them to like as a team, like know from us when they played us that these guys played their butt off and they're gonna play to the whistle blown.
Justin, Brian Phillips, Big Blue USU Aggie News. How pleased are you with your individual progress from when you first got here 2 years ago to where you're at now?
I say I'm very pleased, kind of, you seeing all the hard work you put in outside of the practices and the games and stuff everybody else really don't see, kind of seeing it paying off. So, I say I'm pleased with myself. Obviously, there's still room for improvement. Obviously, I don't, I try not to get too complacent with things, but just as progress from the guy that you seen 2 years ago to now, I feel like I'm very pleased.